This is a general reading for Aquarius for the month of January. So if Aquarius, your sun or moon rising or Venus, this is a general reading for you. So take what resonates and leave the rest. If you want a more specific reading, I do offer personal readings, and down below on my YouTube channel page, you would just look where it says book a reading and click on that. It has all the information. It has a calendar for scheduling and the methods of payment. And you just click on that. And then when the appointment time comes, I use Google Meet usually, but I can use the WhatsApp also. So if you want more in depth, I do offer that. I'm offering a sale right now. So you would have a sale price, and then I'm going to have a special also in February. So I look at your cards. I'm using the Morgan Greer deck, and I've done the Celtic cross. I've laid the cards down. Now I do a little bit different. I do a double row of cards, and I don't, part of it is I don't do the traditional feelings of others, your feelings that, I do like a time frame. So the reading is first about, you have a couple of cards that might be a possible looking at. You have the Four of Cups. It could be things working out or not working out in the Empress. It could be a delay also, or opportunity, new opportunities coming up. There's the Three of Cups, and then there's the Empress. It could be that you've had some disappointments and that there's still an opportunity and the Empress represents prosperity and manifestation. So it could be that you still are going forward, but that the things that haven't worked in the past are still on your mind. You're carrying those forward. It could be relationships. It could be projects. And it's about prosperity also. So as you look at the Three of Cups, look at what would you do differently. It's all learning. So if you have something that doesn't turn out the way you anticipated, it doesn't mean it's a failure. It means that it was a learning opportunity. And if you don't repeat it again, that you learn from that, that's part of your lesson. The definition of insanity is repeating something again, the same thing, and expecting a different outcome. So if you learn from it, that was the purpose of the lesson. You learn and you can bring those skills forward. It also has to do with lots of money and the Emperor. Now, when I look at this, the Emperor can represent government. It can represent a judge. It can represent a person making a decision, and it's about a lot of money. So it can be that you're waiting for some sort of government decision. It can be, I'm not going to, if you happen to be at the store, you can buy a lottery ticket. Don't spend all your paycheck on it. But sometimes, it's money coming from the Emperor. So, it can be a job. You could get a job from the government, or something found in your favor that you applied for a program. Or it can be representing a judge and money coming to you, like settlements. And so what's on your mind? Settlements, civil cases where you are the plaintiffs wanting compensation for something. So it's about money coming from the government or from a large organization. So that's part of what you're thinking about, because at the base of it is moving forward, leaving a situation, and money from someone you know. This could be also, it's a couple of different things. If it's money from the government, it can be domestic, leaving a situation, and money from, someone that you know. And there was things hidden. The Eight of Cups is things hidden that you didn't really know, because the moon represents that not all the information was there, and you're moving forward. And the Six of Pentacles can be money from someone you know. It can be that you left a job and that they needed to compensate you. You had some sort of civil thing going on, or it can be a domestic. But that's on your mind, and it does have to do with the Ten of Pentacles and the Emperor. So money coming to you, and also the cups. The spilt cups. Maybe things didn't turn out, and so you have taken this different path of conversation because that was coming up. At the base of everything is the Queen of Rods and the Page of Swords. Now, the Queen of Rods can represent a person, and it can represent an organization. In this case, it's information that you got about the Queen of Rods. The Page of Swords is information that once you had that you can make decisions. It can be that you researched, or messages came to you, or you did some, explored. And usually this has the light bulbs above it, which is the aha moment. So you had an aha experience, and this is all related to the Four of Cups, things not working out, the Emperor and money coming to you, and then you had your aha. And it has to do with information that you got about the Queen of Rods. So it could be a business dealing, for example, that you had with her, or it could be an enterprise, or it can be even a civil suit, that... like property or something. So it's some sort of thing that you get information, because behind you is new beginnings, Ace of Cups, and concern about money. So in this example, it's a couple of different things. Ace of Cups could be a relationship. It could also represent property and home. And the Five of Pentacles is feeling some lack about money. So it could be that you are looking at property. This is behind you, and you were concerned about the money. It could be domestic or new. It's new beginnings usually. It's behind you, and you're concerned about money. So, or it could be, I keep thinking that maybe a relationship, and you're concerned about money, that you feel like you're... it's going to be hard for you if you want to pursue to start dating or something, because maybe you feel that you don't have the money to take them to, the kind of places that you'd like to take them to, or that you don't present yourself. It has to do with self-esteem and fear of rejection with the Ace of Cups. In that example, and you're concerned about the money, or you're concerned about the money at home. So, for fear, maybe you're fearful of rejection because you don't have the money that you did before because of the changes in the economy, or it can be related to home and expenses, a new home maybe, or moving and concerned about money. But that's behind you, because what's on your mind is that you feel like you can't really go forward, and you're standing firm about your pentacles. So you're feeling some money constraints. That's what you're feeling, is money constraints. And you're standing firm. Now, if you look at the Eight of Swords, it's not held by steel, it's held by rope. So those can be removed, and those are part of your feelings and attitude. The Four of Cups and the Five of Cups, which you have coming up also, a lot of that is feelings of past relationships or failures or business, and feeling of reflective of what happened, and carrying forth those emotions, which can affect you as far as holding back a little bit of who you are. Because what we have is coming right up is the Five of Cups and the Three of Cups. So you have the 3, 4, 5. You have, I don't think you have the Two of Cups, but you have the Ace of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Five of Cups. So it's about relationships, and it can be relationships with yourself too. And you have the Three of Cups, so there's a celebration, but then you have the Five of Cups, and so you're holding back a little bit because you have your Three of Cups here, a get-together, a celebration, and then you're holding back a little bit. These are your feelings, and just like the Eight of Swords is your feelings. Now, for the Four, see, I always like to look at repeating numbers. You have the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Rods in the spread too, which is like a beginning sort of thing, getting established, deciding the direction you're going to go. So, you know, the Five of Cups, which is coming up, you have the celebration. It could be a get-together and you're withholding a little bit because of how you feel. You know, you had your Five of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups. It could be that you're feeling like self-doubt, and that it's that you really can't, you feel like you're really not financially able to show who you really are because you're used to being very successful, lucrative is the word, and that there's, you know, money is on your mind, like the Five of Pentacles. And here, this is the Five of Cups, and with a celebration. So you're withholding. I would say that a part of it is that you're holding back, protecting yourself, which is indicated by the Four of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. So you've been holding back. And then we have, you know, you moving forward with the Eight of Cups, with the Queen of Rods, with the Eight of Cups, with someone from your past. Well, the Queen of Rods. And then you have your Six of Pentacles and the Lovers, decisions. So it's some decisions that you're making about what directions you want to go. The Lovers card is there. Can be a relationship. And then again, there's the money. I would say that some of you are feeling a lack. Oh, okay. So it's a life lesson that, well, I don't have to really tell you what the life lesson is, but you'll figure it out, that we aren't the richest, that we can be authentic of who we really are without having to have all of the finery, like a peacock. They're saying like a peacock. That, oh, okay. So if you're looking for a relationship, it's like they're going to see the authentic you and not the designer clothes, designer car, the best restaurant. They're going to be looking at those things that are intrinsic within you. They're going to look at, and you are going to show the real person without all of the finery, is what they're saying, the finery around you. So they're going to see who you really are, and you can express who really are. And actually, it's going to work out better because then you're going to see that they are wanting, you know, having a relationship or getting to know you without the money, without the finery, without the, you know, the car that is the, you know, the most expensive car or the most expensive restaurant. And it's going to be that they can see really who you are on the authentic person of who you are. That's a big part of it, because then you have, yes, you're learning about money, looking some options. There's the Three of Pentacles. Are you going to stay where you are and apply for promotions? Are you going to learn other things? Are you going to start your own business? You're looking at your alternatives. Knight of Cups, moving forward, relationships, and happy get-togethers. The final outcome, the final outcome is have the Strength with the Queen of Cups. Okay, so the Strength card is not to now see This is like the opposite of the 5 and 4 of Cups, where you were holding back, sort of forlorn, looking at the spilt. The strength of the Lion is like you're very strong and show who you are. It's really getting to you knowing who you are and presenting that as you go out. And people can see who you are without all of the trappings. And then you can see that they really are interested in you. And you know, it isn't going to take that long until you're going to be able to be back prosperous. This is just a, this was a, oh, well, it's sort of like a rest stop, you know, along the way when you're going on your journeys, you know, in the Old West, and you know, they would stop along the way, and they would, if you were on a long trip, and you would, well, even now, or you know, like in Europe or something, where they have like the place for the travelers, and they would, and it would be where you would spend the night, and then move on to the next place because it's a long trip. It's sort of like a rest break, or, you know, along the way you stop. This is sort of like what's going on right now is you're on a journey, and along the way you have to take the rest stops. And this is sort of like being your rest stop. And actually what is Aquarius is learning who you are and saying, I'm okay and I am great even without whatever it is that, you know, and know that you can manifest it coming back into your life. But I think that this is part of, you know, that a lesson of that, you can show who you are without hiding behind all of the things that we put forward that hide our essence. That we can be, you know, that you can be great and not have the designer things. That they can see really who you are, and you can see, you will learn who you are. And this is going to be like a growth period for you. And you're going to have the strength of the Lion, which is know who you are and stay. And look at, you've got your hand in the mouth of the Lion. So that's what's coming up for you, Aquarius, is who are you and what can you present? And you don't have to be in a relationship. You can be working on a relationship with yourself also. But it can be going through that wall of fear and presenting who you are authentically. That's what the spirit guides are saying. Who are you authentically? Okay, now I'm going to pull some oracle cards, and I want you to think about, I'm going to pull the Ask the Angel. That's the last card I'm going to pull. So I want you to think of a question, and you will get an answer. The angel cards will give you an answer. So let's pull some oracle cards. The first one is the wisdom of the oracle. Okay. And I want to thank you all for your support. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. It helps the channel. And to be notified of the videos, all you have to do is go hit subscribe. And then there's a little bell, and hit that, and you'll be notified when the videos come out. If you want a reading, that information is all down below. And I'm hoping, well, I'm not hoping, I will be on a regular schedule now of all the signs at the beginning of the month. And I'm going to try to start doing mid-month also again. Now, I will not be, after January 20th, I will be taking a break because I'm going to have surgery on both my knees at the same time. So your healing prayers will be appreciated during that time. And so I'll have videos ahead so that I won't be missing any sharing of what the spirit guides have for you. Okay, so this is for Aquarius, and the wisdom of the oracle is right here. Fork in the road, deciding what you're going to do. No place like home. And yang, creation. What do you want? Okay. Then we're going to pull the manifestation cards. This is the deck of the mystic manifesting. Mystic manifesting. Okay. Okay, and Aquarius, what's the card for Aquarius for this? Aquarius. Right here. Universal design. See yourself as part of a sacred web, giving life to your dream. I collaborate with spirit. Follow your intuition. See yourself as part of a sacred web, giving life to your dream. Okay. The next card I'm going to pull is from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle. I really like the artwork on this. I think they're wonderful, whoever the artist was. This would be really neat to have wall hangings like this. It would be fabulous. Okay, angels and archangels. What is the message for our Aquarius, right? Here. 2. Okay. High Priestess. Harness mystic power. Harness mystic power. And mountains. Stand your ground. Stand your ground. Be the lion. Okay, then the Louise Hay card, which is the power thought cards. Okay, here we go. Okay. It's only a thought, and a thought can be changed. Aha. You know, that's your 4 and 5 of cups. I am not limited by any past thinking. I choose my thoughts with care. I constantly have new insights and new ways of looking at my world. I'm willing to change and grow. Okay. And here's your angel card. Think of your question that you wanted answered. And this is for an Aquarius. Okay. And the question is, it says you're ready. You're ready. There's your answer. You're ready. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. And thank you for the support of the channel. And from Boulder City, Nevada, in my new place that I'm living, that's 95 years old, Nina, Suzy, and Bella and I are sending you light and love and wishing the best for you for this year. Light and love.